Oh, it's 6. The voice says 6.
Welcome back. I think I'm just gonna leave this area. I don't wanna. I just wanna go home. I just wanna get out of here. Is that the way back? I guess so. We're gonna go back to the mountain. I guess that's our next objective. So we're just gonna go and do that instead. I could try to fight this guy again, but I don't really feel like it. I'll just come back later. At some point. It'll be like one of the last things we do, I suppose. Is finish Muspelheim. Maybe. Or semi last. Maybe if we get to the final boss and it's like, oh, let's go finish everything else up, then we can go to Muspelheim and get the best armor and shit. I don't know. I have no idea how the end game of this works. Some games allow you to do that. It's usually like, I feel like games with a lot of like extra stuff, they'll often make the final boss a little. They'll have like secret bosses, and those will be like the really difficult ones. But then if you go around and you like try to complete everything before doing the final boss, it always like overpowers you for the final boss, because then the final boss just kind of sucks. It was like really easy, and then it's always a bummer. Like a lot of RPGs are kind of like that, where they have like secret bosses, and then you go and you do those, and they're way harder than the final boss, and then you go and do the final boss. Like exactly like I just said. I kind of just repeated what I just said. If you look at like Breath of the Wild, it didn't have secret bosses. How am I supposed to fucking navigate? What? What's over here?
We jump.
Really?
What? Well, why would we do that? Why are we doing this? What would be the benefit of...
Bad idea!
Was that... Why? What? That was interesting. Wait, did we just die? Okay. That's weird. Maybe there's some secret thing you can do here if you get a certain item or something. You can go do that. Else, why would it let me do that? I don't really understand. I need to go in here, I think. This way. So we're going back to Midgard. And finishing up, we are getting awfully close to territory I'm unfamiliar with. So let's go back to Midgard. At some point towards the end of the game, we are going to try to figure out what we're missing and do it. Do it. I'd like to say, I know... Well, I don't know. I've been trying out a couple new series recently, so you can... if you're somehow watching this and you haven't seen any of those, you can go check those out. I'm trying 2 new things at the moment. One is... challenges and stuff, and I'm doing that, and I'm working on that. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna make that work exactly. Time it out, and then I'm doing another series that I just released an episode of, which is Every Game Ever is the name of the series. It's not something I'm going to do too much with. It's going to be very simple episodes. I'm not going to finish any of those games unless I add them to my main lineup because I enjoyed them or something, then I do that. But just for that, I'm just going to play a little bit of every game and then move on. I have specific ways of deciding which things to do. And I hope it goes somewhere, because I think that was like a pretty good episode. I was pretty happy with it. with how it turned out.
I still can't read these.
Well, you frick, what are you good for?
Oh, look. The witch's magic is still covering those scorn poles.
Yay!
Save us some time.
That does save us some time. I hope she's okay. I hope she's alright. Trying to remember. Okay. That's how you do that. So I think. Is there one for the side? No. It's just forward and back. Okay. I'll remember that. Likely. Maybe. Possibly. Let me get out of here. So I'm trying to remember. I remember in. I might be confusing this with a different God of War game. Oh no, I definitely am. Okay. I was remembering like a giant spider I had to fight at some point. And I remembered that was from God of War 3, I think, actually. That was from God of War 3. I really like the God of War game. It's kind of sad, because, like, playing Devil May Cry 5, like, I think, like, God of War, like, this game and, I think DMC share a lot in common. But they came out at different times, and I think when DMC came out, it handled everything so poorly. And it was just alienated fans, and then also was trying to appeal to the same demographic. I've been thinking about this for a little while, because I think that was the difference, was that they were trying to get the same core audience, while also just making something that the core audience just hated, and just wanted what it was originally.
That's it.
And it also came out during a different time period when games weren't as mainstream as they are. They sort of still were at the time. But you know, it's gotten much bigger since then, and I don't think DMC was like one of the. It's definitely not an accessible game. It's like probably one of the hardest Devil May Cry games, I think, in my opinion. It's very weird to play. But I went back and I played it for the first time not too long ago. And I actually liked it. I didn't, you know, with the knowledge that it wasn't like trying to...
Cinder Skyward is still down there, if you don't feel like climbing.
Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I already explored all this. With the knowledge that like DMC 5 came out and it's a sequel to the original series, so it wasn't like DMC actually destroyed the franchise, because it came back and it was really good. So without that like to drag me down, I was able to just sit and sort of enjoy it for what it was. And it's really difficult, but it was a lot of fun actually. The combat is very solid, and
Do you think I could carry her now?
No.
But
I said no.
Okay.
you will never be able to carry her, boy. For she is mine to carry, and I do not trust you because of that one time you lost your dagger, you frickin' idiot. Cannot trust you to hold. I don't know. I was able to enjoy it, and I was wondering, like, if I actually played it back in the day, because it was one of those things that I actually hated the idea of. It was another one of those things where, like, I saw it and I was like,
You would know better than
I don't like that, and then, like, the fan
Now,
backlash,
carelessness will only delay us.
Right.
only really fueled my suspicions about it, that I probably wasn't gonna like it. So I just didn't buy it, I didn't play it. I didn't want to support it.
There's the Black Breath again. What do we do now?
We see if the witch was right.
And yeah, it's weird, because I went back and I was like, okay, you know, it doesn't matter now. It's like it's not a problem what I thought about it now. It doesn't matter anymore. So I can just play it and like not care.
It's working. She was right.
Come.
And I was able to enjoy it. I found it enjoyable. I thought there were parts of it that I didn't like. The story was just, it wasn't as good. I mean, it just wasn't. It was easily worse than the story was already, and they just kind of made something that just kind of sucks. It had all these stupid rules about like limbo and all this weird stuff. And while the character wasn't nearly as obnoxious as people say he is, he was okay. The Virgil, you know, I don't know. He was okay too. He kind of had this weird 180 at the end, which was kind of stupid. It's just kind of like, oh, it's Virgil. He's gotta betray everybody at the end and be bad. It was just like completely out of left field, in my opinion. But overall, I mean, the game was fine. It was fun to play. I enjoyed playing it. Whereas this game, I think, is like, it has a lot in common with that game, in my opinion, that it's trying to like reinvent. The difference here, I think, is one, that it's not...
You know, others said the Giants used to visit the Midgard Mountains before they disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yeah, I guess they just up and left one day. No one knows why.
Perhaps they returned to their home.
Jotunheim? Maybe. I wonder if the face in the mountain was a tribute to some important giant.
The combat focus is very,
We made it.
More Black Breath.
it's very toned down here. I mean, there is combat, obviously, but it just doesn't appeal to me in the same way. It's like not that satisfying, I guess, and I don't know. Like, I prefer the original game's combat system. I prefer the combos and the you building upon attacks and having all of this stuff upon stuff, whereas this is all like every attack is just kind of samey. It's all doing the same thing, you know? I don't know. I'm having so much trouble like explaining why. And I just kind of hope like God of War isn't just this from now on, you know? Because this is whatever, but I preferred what it was before.
The entrance was back there.
Are you in a hurry?
No, but you normally are. I'm happy to keep exploring.
And Devil May Cry 5 was so good. It was like it built upon everything that was already there. Like it introduced these extra little combat tidbits, and there was all this new stuff, new characters and stuff, but
We just got here.
everybody played like you would expect them to, and then there was the combo system, and there was all of this stuff, and the S rankings, and the you know, the stylish ratings and all of that, the devil mode, the devil trigger, whatever it's called, all that stuff, and it felt like Devil May Cry. It felt like I was playing DMC in the modern age. There were some things that I was like, there were only a couple things that like I was disappointed with, and one of them was like the,
Is that a deer?
well, I guess I won't.
Stories of a giant with a deer head. Wonder who he is.
I guess I won't spoil that game since it's still kind of new at the moment. I picked up something. I think they were enchantments. I have Fury 5+3. It reduces my luck though. Ugh. Kind of probably should have started it. Thing. Okay. It's just because the other games like did this thing every single time, and I was like, this game won't do it this time. And then it did. Well, actually, it didn't really. It didn't do anything, even related kind of to what I wanted.
What does it say?
No yoked beast, nor fearful thrall, nor rooted tree, have to know my call.
But I liked it. I had fun playing it.
The floor boy.
That doesn't mean anything. Something's missing. Think there's a second light crystal around here?
Probably. What's this do?
Nothing.
Ah, I see. Okay, well, we need to get some stuff here. I don't know. It was just really good. Building upon, like... this story that, you know, I already liked. And everything, and all the characters that were already there that I liked, and then... like, it's just weird what people say about that type of game. Like, as far as I heard, like, the reasons behind this game being so different was because that sort of style of combat was outdated. That sort of style of game is just kind of outdated, and people don't want to play that anymore. I heard that so much. I'm like, it's not true. Like, how well did DMC5 do? I don't know. I have no idea. But, like, people definitely bought it. They definitely bought it.
That didn't work.
I don't know. It definitely works. I mean, I don't agree with that at all. Like, it works. You can make it work. It still works.
The Giants. It's like they're testing.
And I mean, I think God of War 3 did really well, didn't it? Like, I think the marketing on God of War 3 was really good. And just that it was like, it looked beautiful. It was really selling the PS3, you know? It was like, look at how fucking amazing this shit looks. Over the top battles, these giant fucking monsters, kind of stuff that you don't see in games a lot.
That looks right.
You know? So people are like, wow.
I can almost make it out.
And this game kind of had like a similar marketing scheme, and it was trying to do, I think, the same thing, but it was a little less
I can read it now.
Is it the answer?
about the...
Freedom. Sure, that works.
Go ahead.
Sure. For us. What's it doing? Oh, thought maybe there'd be a bridge.
Your giants need to test us further.
I don't know. My reaction to the first trailer was I didn't even think it was in the same, like, universe. I thought it was a reboot. It sounded to me, the way it looked, I was like, okay, that's just a different... That's not even the same character. It's just a different guy, and they're just rebooting God of War. I don't know how I feel about that, because it makes it a little less, about...
That helps, right?
A little less permanent, which is sometimes good, you know?
These passages seem too small for giants. Why do you laugh?
Oh, you're serious.
I am always serious.
I forget. Mom always said you never took an interest in history. Giants are just a race, like elves and Holgerfolk. It doesn't mean they're big.
What of the world servant?
Okay, in that case, giant also means big. There's only one of them.
Boy is so smart. I am a big fan of boy. He's so smart and tell me things that I not know. I am dumb boy. Ha ha. I am a dumb little boy. I don't know. This just, it's part of the official canon, you know. This is what happened after God of War 3. It's he went to fucking Ukraine. Not Ukraine, but you know what I mean. I don't know, it's just weird. What sometimes you can write things out, you know? If you look at, like, DMC2, like how that game did so poorly, and it was like, oh, well, we'll just put this at the end of the timeline so we never have to talk about it ever again, you know? And that's what they did. So the events of, like, DMC2 never really got resolved, and it was just like, it's just at the end, and, you know, let's not talk about it. They kind of changed that. Originally it took place after DMC4, which just goes to show, like, how unimportant the DMC2 storyline is to, like, the rest of the franchise, is that they just decided to, to move its placement in the canon. They're like, oh no, it's yeah, it was before DMC4. Yeah, originally it was after. The weirdest thing. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna punch the witch, I guess. And if you read, like, the book, they wrote, like, a prequel book.
Adequate.
That actually just resolves the plot, like, very simply. It's just like, oh, after DMC2, yeah, he just, you know, I don't know what the heck that is about. I need to find more things to talk about when I play God of War. I don't know, it's very... I just keep resorting back to my initial discussions. Never goes anywhere. Oops, didn't actually mean to do that. One less daughter to worry about. Hello.
Focus, boss.
Oh, you didn't fall out. Still didn't fall out. Goodbye. Okay, just randomly flip around. That's fine as well.
Boy, another light crystal.
Here we go. We made a switch. We made a bridge. Now we can get over the fucking thing to get this fucking thing over here. What do we got?
Just look at this place. It feels so...
Dead.
I was gonna say ancient, but that works too.
Yes, boy, I am very good at words, boy. Is there something I can do about this?
How'd you know that was there?
How did I know that was there? I don't know, boy. It's very hard for me to see, but I have eyes of a hawk or something. Haha. Oh, you were real. I thought you were fake. I don't know. When I play Devil May Cry, it's like, it's very satisfying. Like, it's very... I have this, like, ability to, like, go into this, like, you go into this, like, state of mind where you're just like, okay, this combos into this, and then I can do this after this. When I'm playing this game, it's just like blam, 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 blam. Oh, I could switch to this so that I could do a little sweep or something, or I could go and do this or something. It's just all very samey. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way, or is it just me? It doesn't really feel like I can combo things together, you know? It's just kind of like... But I guess they're different games. I don't know why I'm necessarily... But I don't know, the other God of War games had a similar system where it's like, oh, these are all the combos you can do, and then you could switch to a different weapon, and you can rise enemies into the air and do that, and do whatever you want there, and it's just like, I don't know, it's so much more satisfying. It's just a little too simple for my taste. I really hope that at some point we get to it really starts to evolve into something that's very good instead of not being that. How did I miss that? Do those even drop anything? Doesn't look like it. It's very boring. Alright, well, I still need to find another fucking thing. What is this? Okay, so... More Draugr. It's fine and all, but I'm trying to frickin' explore. Yeah, I would need a thing for that. There they go. They're done. That really is too powerful. Wait a second. Did I... Oh, okay. So this is from the light bridge, right? That leads up there. So there's one thing there. And there's one thing there. And then where's the last thing? That's what I need to find. Maybe over here? I'm assuming this way is the way I'm supposed to go. Because the other way was kind of secret-ish? I don't know. Normally I judge things by how secretive the ability to find them is. How hidden they are, you know? Where the hell is the third one? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so what do I need to change them to then? Oh. I need a B? There's a B. I need a N and an R. There's an N. Alright. And hopefully if I can get an R from this one. There we go. For some reason that one's just, it's not lighting up. Horn of Bloodmead. Should I keep going this way? I'm not entirely sure if I should go this way or the other way. Oh, this way only has a stone tablet, so probably the other way is the way that actually leads to something. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this is just extra. Hopefully, padding stuff.
Boy,
Yes, sir.
Ugh, Jesus. I am hungry. I'm gonna need to eat after this episode. When the mountain was cold, it was Meluda and Umbrex who gave it life, wandering souls from distant lands who had tasted of the mead of poetry and in search of inspiration found each other, and in each other found great love. To the summit of Midgard's great mountain a secret bridge was built. Here they would make their hearth and fortress to live free of prophecy and know only themselves and each other. The mountain became a shelter for the outcast and the artist, for Jotnar, and new friends made. And to this beacon many more souls made pilgrimage. Even now, as we shelter in the storm, let none forget the beckoning spirit of the mountain that was. Sounds like the mountain used to be pretty amazing. Mom always did love artists. Did she? I'm gonna start reading those now from now on, just because I initially when I started playing this, it was I played it under the assumption that I wouldn't necessarily be finishing it because I was dependent purely on whether people wanted to watch it or not. But since that's sort of changed, I may as well just focus on
This is a
exploring as
lot
much
of
as
lines.
possible. It certainly is, isn't it? It's very gross. Ew, gross. Ew, icky. Icky,
tell me
ew.
what you see.
Well, they
See,
look
see
like
better than
men,
me?
not giants.
Correct. For you seeking treasure. See the traps?
Oh yeah. Lucky for us, they set them all off.
Be grateful these stay dead.
That is very lucky for us, isn't it? Yeah.
The statue. We made it across.
Nice. We're a bunch of fucking brave old boys, huh? Are we almost at the top of this frickin' mountain, dude? What's
What
here?
does it say?
Yes, sir. Oh, this is Durothor, one of the 4 stags of the World Tree. He's supposed to watch the entrance to Jotunheim while the giants sleep. Think he's still there?
Durabur, a stag of the World Tree, watches the gates of
I do not
Jotunheim.
know.
So Jotunheim's the realm of the giants, right? So what is this? What the heck is, where am I? What am I doing? Who am I? What am I up to?
Boy, over here.
Boy, there's a scroll here. I need you to read it.
I've seen this language before.
Is it Jotunese? What's it say? The serpent cannot be spoken to, but his belligerence towards the Aesir is unmistakable. The destruction of Tyr's temple is infeasible while he remains. However, his presence has caused the Lake of Nine to submerge it completely. Therefore, the larger aim of fettering realm travel is still achieved. Man, I have no idea what any of that means at this point. It's almost like I should have read everything up to this point or something. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes. I'll just go back and just read it all just to see what it says. Because at this point, I may as well just try to enjoy the game as much as is humanly possible. Okay, nice try. Goodbye,
I
buddy.
think you got him.
I think I did too. Alright, what's this about? Can we bring... Probably not. The one that was way back there, I don't think we can bring that one. So I assume there must be another one.
Prepare yourself.
Where to now?
The peak is still our goal. We find a way up.
But of course. Bestiary. Draugr, power weapon. As if the undead trying to kill us with sharp objects wasn't bad enough, some Draugr can channel energy through their arms, charging their weapons and making them even more dangerous. Getting hit with a rusty old sword hurts, but getting hit with a 5-charge sword hurts worse. Oh, I didn't mean to go there. We got another one? Oh, shield. I already knew the Draugr, but I didn't think they were smart enough to use a shield. They like using it too. We'll have to change up our strategy a bit. See where we can find an opening.
Wow. Highest peak in the realm. Think Mom knew this was the Giant's Mountain?
No, the request has been more complicated than she could have foreseen.
I also wanted to bring attention to the facts. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I'm going to be bringing back a lot of series that I didn't finish over the past few years, I guess. A lot of the ones will be returning. So if you want, you can get excited for that. If you want. Only if you want to. If not, it's fine. But you'll notice I already brought Doom back. The original Doom. I'm gonna have that series finish itself off. I didn't finish the game when I was younger. I played it.
I think we're on the other side.
Yeah, I know. How do I get that, though, is the problem. I wonder to get that. But, yeah, that was, like, a game I played. It was, like, the third game I played, maybe even the second. If I remember, because I played Full Throttle. I don't remember if I actually was playing Half-Life at the same time, Opposing Force, but I think I might have actually played that after, and then just released them side by side.
It's a name, I think. Brasley. It means terror.
Why? Okay, why does it mean that?
What's that?
He's so weird.
There's a candle all tangled up with string and some sort of animal part. Some kind of lantern? No wick, though.
That is of no use to us. The Bifrost lights our way.
Hey, what do you think lit these torches? The dead don't need light.
Eyes open.
It's so weird going back to those now, because I've changed so much, and those are, like, I recorded those, like, what, like 2 or 3 years ago? 3 years ago, I think, because it was in 2017. No, that's 2 years ago. Wow, there sure are a freaking lot of these, huh? This leads to somewhere else, though. There's the chest down here.
Hello!
Stop that.
Come on, that was just...
Don't fucking do that, boy. I'll kill you. I will actually kill you, boy. But I didn't finish that game, and I'm still... I have to release, like, a lot of the original recordings.
Whoa. What is all this? Where are we?
A mine. And if this claw reaches the summit, our goal is near.
There was a reason I didn't release them at the time. It's because I thought they were really bad, and I didn't like them. Especially where it ended.
Looks like something's supposed to roll.
I was just getting really unhappy with it, and I was like, especially after full throttle, I was like, no, I can't release things like this. I need to release more positive stuff where I'm having fun, you know? So I was like, no, fuck this, I'm just gonna play something else. I forget what I did instead. Was it Cuphead, maybe? I don't remember exactly. Which is another game I should probably finish at some point. I'm not sure if that's one of the ones that I will go back to, but it might be.
There's gotta be a way to make that call.
I don't know.
Well, that's not going to
It certainly is not. At the moment, at least. Definitely not going anywhere. So, what are we doing here? Some sort of puzzle. What's up here?
Machinery in here looks almost old. The stonework, that's definitely Yoda. You know, I think the giants not only climbed the mountain, actually lived here.
Interesting. So what is this garbage here? Something I can't do anything about, I guess. There is a lot of stuff here. Heck, Silver, I was hoping I'd get a fucking whatever that other thing was that I got. One of the artifact things. What's that say?
Can you read it?
Yes, sir. That's funny.
How so?
One hand wrote, Jotnar only. And another wrote, and also dwarves. Should we add to it?
No.
And also people. Okay, here's another one of these fucking things. I hate these things because they're everywhere and I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them, and then it really bothers me that I can't do anything with those.
Come, boy.
Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, what did I get from that? I wasn't paying attention. Some sort of something, I don't know. It wasn't marked, so it's nothing important. Alright, let's mess with this.
I think I see how this works. The claw's on one side, and if we get this unstuck...
Root it up, boy. You fuck.
Oh no! I think the rope's stuck under that rock.
That was careless.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Stop! But maybe we can find a way through there. After, you know, getting rid of those things.
Huh, that's interesting how I can do that. That's kind of a cool little way I can do things. There was the, fuck. Goodbye. above
We
me.
need to free the rope from under the mess you created up there, boy.
Is it actually telling me how
Maybe
to
there's a way up there.
purchase skills? I think I don't know.
Through that passage then.
I'm not missing. What am I missing even at this point? I think I have everything. I actually have everything. No, except this one. 10,000 for that one. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm missing. Why is it telling me to buy skills, you fucking biscuit? A little biscuit. A little fucking biscuit. Oh, there's a bird. Oh, that was terrible.
Wow. How big is this place?
It is a mountain.
There it goes.
Big.
It is fucking big. I've only killed 12. Thought I killed more than that. I've been killing a lot of those, I feel. There's a chest. I must unlock the Jotunheim chest, boy. Here I go, boy. I am going to unlock it.
More traps.
How do
There's
I?
a tunnel, but
How
you
though?
won't fit.
Take it.
Okay.
Are you gonna do that? Did you already do that? Ow.
You okay?
Of course.
What did I just do?
Enemies ahead.
Yeah, this is a completely different fucking area. Surely I like that lightning attack. That's pretty dope.
It's kind of heavy.
I can move it.
What was that?
It died.
Well, yeah.
I want to kill that. Is it bad? Is it bad that I want to kill that? I want it dead. I feel like I'm missing something. I guess I'll just move this stupid thing then. Unless there's some way, something I can do up here. Oh, I'm still gonna have to move this thing.
It moved. And we're stuck. Card's still attached to
I
the...
see that. There.
Let's go.
Okay, can't open that. There's a lot of things.
Another lantern.
Broken.
Look at the beef. There's something special about it. I can feel it. It's working.
Okay, that opened that. Nice. Nice. I just meant to kick it. I didn't actually want to get on it. But let's lift this. I thought I would have to press it a lot. There's a whole lot of stuff to do here. There's a whole lot of stuff. Almost don't want to end the episode here. I'm actually going to go back and do something. Before I finish this episode, I'm going to go back this way. Because I thought this was maybe the optional area. Great. Alright, well, never mind. We're wrapping back around instead. And then I need to explore this whole area up here. Where was that? There it is. So let me just do this real quick, and then I'll end the episode. Oh, wait. This is just Brock's shop here. Was that always here? Did I just not notice it? Okay, yeah. There's a treasure chest over there. I'd like to get that. If I could figure out how to get there. Somehow. Can I just go up that way? Apparently not. Weird. Okay.
Still need a freedom rope. Think you can use the cart to get us up there?
Cart. Let's go this way. Let's see what we find over here. Oh, this just leads to the fucking thing. I thought this would lead to the other... Oh yeah, it does. It leads to both. Oh yeah. Sweet. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this episode here, and then we're gonna push... We're not gonna push the cart, we're gonna explore up top a little bit, and then... Well, I'm gonna buy some stuff first, probably. But I'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.